Hello and welcome to GTO Coach and Go. I'm Jim Delleman with Group Travel Odyssey. I want to thank you for joining us again today. And as I say every time we do a Coach and Go, if you have not done so yet, please make sure to follow us on our social media channels. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, make sure to click that little subscribe button down below the screen. And also, if you ring that bell, you will get notified anytime that we do have new content on our YouTube channel. You can also connect with Group Travel Odyssey on LinkedIn. And please make sure to take a few moments to like our Facebook page as well. So I did want to remind you of all of those very important things before we get started on today's subject. So please take a few moments to do that. I'm going to be bringing on one of our favorite people to bring on, our network engineer, Kory Vries. So let's bring Kory on. Hey, Kory, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you today?
Doing well. So we haven't sat together on Coach and Go for a while, you and I. So I'm really glad to have you back.
And I'm glad to be back. It's always one of my favorite things to do.
Wonderful. So we've got some new information for people today. It's interesting because I know we already have a CRM. We have the CRM in Sales Manager where they can keep track of all of their business accounts, contacts, things like that as well. But, you know, we've gotten a few questions about what do you do with other information that you may have, names, addresses, organizations, people that aren't necessarily doing business with you. Where would we store those? So Kory, in his brilliance, came up with an address book feature. So Kory, how do we go about doing this with an address book?
Absolutely. So yeah, we had this question so many different times that we thought, all right, what can we do? You know, what do we do with your florist, right? You have flowers that you have delivered to the office every now and then, and they're not an account. You don't sell to them. How can you keep track of that? Well, you can keep track of it, in a separate place. But why not have it right here in GTO where you do all your work? And yes, we know that you can keep this information on your phone as well. But let's say you're working in GTO. You could pick up your phone and do it, or you could just click over to the new address book feature. So I am going to share my screen today.
One of his favorite things to do in StreamYards.
Yeah, this always takes a second, and I'm just never sure if it shows up right when it happens or not. I think I'm in the show.
Okay, are we ready? I'll add you to the stream here.
All right.
And there we go. You're on.
Excellent. So what we're looking at here is the home page. If you're not familiar with the home page, you're missing out on a great feature of GTO. Now, here's what I know. I know GTO has great features in its sales and is very robust. But if you're missing out on all the community features, all the helpful features, then you're just wasting time. Clicking around, doing all this movement when we've compiled this place for you. It's hard. It's not hard to miss when you go to the My Apps section of your screen. In fact, you will see at the top of My Apps, Home. I put 2 asterisks just to put it at the top of that alphabet list. And when you go there, it's going to have your company's logo in the center and pretty much a bunch of colorful things for you to look at. And just to go over them real quick, because they may have changed since you've looked at it last. If you use it every day, then you may have noticed that change and wondered, what's going on. We've sort of grouped some things together. We have navigation. From here, you can, like, if you start your day here, if you make this your login, which is easy to do by just taking this URL and dragging it down into whatever browser you're using. I've done that with several different places I like to go. But if you make that your place, when you log in, you'll come here first. And then from here, you can go to Sales Manager, Trip Manager, Supplier Manager, Marketing Manager, Passenger Manager, Group Accounting. Leave it to Christina to come up with a name that doesn't have the word manager in it. I'm just kidding. I don't think it was. But one of the nice things here with this navigation is I'm going to click on this. That's going to open in a new tab. And the reason that's kind of cool is because when I want to go back home, I don't have to back button. I just close out that tab. right? So that's kind of nice. You can search things here, search your contacts, search your accounts, search your sales trips, your trip manager trips, your group accounting, passenger manager, suppliers. And the nice thing here is if you are searching, it opens it up in a new window. And clearly I'm not in the sales system. Oh, no, I am still around in a couple of different places over there, but it opens up in a new window so you can go to it. If you don't see anything, you can click out of it and come back to this screen. So that's kind of a neat feature. Underneath your logo, you'll see add a help desk request. You can do that from right here. Add a request a new supplier from right here if you'd like. If you're using our human resources feature, you'll also see some human resources functions here where you can clock in, clock out. If you're not using our human resources feature and would like to, please contact Jim Delleman. But if you are not, then it won't be there. You'll also have a place here where your open help desk requests are sitting there, so you can keep track of them. Sometimes you put one in, you forget about it, and you're not sure what the status is. You can come to your open help desk requests here. I don't put in a lot of help desk requests myself. I always do the working. So the ones that I have, were demo ones I did for somebody. Help me, I think I'm falling, and test for development status. Those are my two. Any announcements and alerts, you can go right to the community forum here. Please check out the community forum. It's got so much information for you. If you just went there once a day and glanced down it, you'd be set to go. But we do have the announcements and alerts here for you on this homepage. The announcement right now is regular maintenance of the Group Travel Odyssey system is going to occur Sunday, July 17th from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Please exit the system during this time. Now, I'm going to tell you that if you really want to work Sunday from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., you can, because I just made up this announcement, so there would be one here. We don't actually have any announcements right now, but that's the kind of announcement that's there. Sierra, if something major has changed on the supplier side, she'll put an announcement and alert there. You can see them immediately when you come to the homepage every day. And you can see your community forum discussion down here as well. The blogs are here. Our weekly updates are here. Pretty much anything that the forum is discussing, and this could be from you can contribute to the community forum by just going there and adding it. You got a question, put it there, and then everyone who comes to their homepage will see your question. Along the bottom, you're going to see some tabs. There's a GTO channel. My browser is Firefox, and Firefox doesn't like to open this page, but I will tell you that and I need to change I messed up the time on mine. This is 2 p.m. I'll change that on yours. But you may need to open it in a new tab. You just open the site in a new window. Firefox blocks embedding a YouTube channel. But we wanted this still to be here. You may not be able to watch it from this tab, but it sure is easy to get there from this tab. And there's also the Broadway show schedule over here. We just added that as a nice feature. You can see how that works. But that's not actually what we're here to talk about today. I just wanted to go over that real quick to show you what we're really here to talk about is the new feature, the address book. If you click on the folder that's called the address book, this is for any number, and it's done by person, not by company. So this is just your personal one. Only you can see your address book names and numbers. So these two happen to be mine. But when you put in, let's say you put in 100 different address books, people in your company aren't going to see it. The people at GTO aren't going to see it. It's going to be just for you to have. The nice thing here is this address book will show up as a list. I've went ahead and put in 2 names. Here's Taylor Kaufman, our support helmsman, and then myself. To show you that when you come to this address book folder, you're going to see a list of people. It's going to be sorted by last name, so that's why Taylor is above myself, even though I entered myself first. And you could scroll through it if you'd like. If you had 100, you could scroll through it. You could search the records just like anywhere else in QuickBase. Just search for the name. It will show up. You can filter it down. If you've got a company, you just want to see all the people who are involved at that florist. One of the nice things here is this email function is live. So if I wanted to just pull up Taylor and email Taylor, I can do that. I can just click on this. Now, what you didn't see was on my other screen, it opened up this email to Taylor Kaufman. I think, Jim, can you see that?
I can.
Excellent.
Thanks for moving that over.
Yeah. So that's already there. It'll have phone numbers for you, work phone numbers. And the way to add it is very easy. You just go to new contact, right? Well, we'll just create one now. You'll notice that looks different. I will tell you, you don't have to pick a salutation, but you can, right? Mr., Miss, Mrs., Ms. If you've got another one that you'd like to add to that, you can add a new choice. That doesn't make a difference to us. Let's put in Jim Delaman today.
Oh my goodness.
And just taking a little time to type in some information here. So you do all the title and company and email and website. You can then put in their address. Show you a map. Make sure you know where that is. Their phone number.
I didn't realize I had moved.
Yeah, well, you're slumming it a little bit. And of course, the mobile phone. Birthday. Let's see, Jim. We're gonna say, Jim. What's the? You don't have to tell me your birthday. I'll just make something up.
I don't care. March 12th, 1964. I'm proud of it.
Okay. And oh, whoops. Hold on. That was supposed to be 1932. Anyway, you can put in spouse, you can put in children. You are welcome. Their LinkedIn, their Twitter, their Instagram, their Facebook. Any notes?
Great.
Now, one of the other things you're going to notice here is you're also going to see an address block down here. Now, I put this down here so that you can easily copy this and take it over to something. Let's say you're printing out an envelope somewhere where you need the person's name and address for something. I've put this little block here so that you can just copy it over to something, right? That makes it nice and easy. I'm going to save and close this. Now, I did make this a little prettier than normal. It's solid blue. I know most people don't like blue, but that's because they're messed up. So blue is what it is. If I had put in a salutation, it would include it in his name and on his address block. So just, and then you have it here, right? And again, if I just click on my address book folder, I'm back here. Jim's now the second person down, coming in D after C. I'm still in last place with my name of V. Yes, I did spend all my high school years either sitting in the back of the room in alphabetical order or in a class with a bunch of T, U, V, X, Y, and Z last named people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, and basically that's it. Just keeping track. You could keep one name in here that you like. You can keep 1,000 names in here you like. It's totally up to you. If you'd like for me to add some fields that aren't in here that you just want to keep track of friends of yours, then do that. And I had started thinking about this, by the way, just so everyone knows. There are owners of companies that have said, like they're friends with, say, other owners of companies, but they're not accounts, but someplace just to keep the names and numbers of people that they like to call and talk to in the business, out of the business. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. But we wanted to keep a place for names and numbers of people you wanted to sort of keep track of. You know, if you wanted to use it as your address book to do your Christmas mailing, you could, right? All
Right.
sort of here. And remember, where this goes or where you go, and this goes too. So you'll have your access to your address book, something a little more robust than your phone can do. And in fact, I will say this. You can create reports in this as well. I did go ahead and create a birthday calendar. Here's February. Both Taylor and I have birthdays in February. I forgot what day I made up for you, Jim.
Oh, well.
I can't remember. But anyway, it is here. So if you wanted to check your calendars for your birthday, and if you've got some ideas for it, you know, let me know. I think that it can do things if you want it to. If you have an idea and we think it's a great idea too, let's talk and get this to do that with an address book. Likewise, with your home page, there is I'm using currently, you can tell by the name of it, the template non-HR, which is a terrible name for a home page, but that's because this is the template that I copy everyone's off of. But if you'd like for yours to look different, if it has something that, or if you'd like to have something on there, reported on there, then by all means, let me know. These are customizable for your company and can do a lot of different things. One other thing, I didn't realize this today, but I realized I haven't told everyone today. When you're on your home page, you'll see these little 3 buttons in various different places. When I click on those 3 buttons, it gives me the chance to expand the widget or open the report. Just so you know, if like this doesn't tell me a whole lot. Help me, I think I'm following. I'm not really sure what that means, right? I can actually expand this widget out and it will give me the report that I can see. I have a question, you know, this was, oh, that's right. I didn't know what I was doing there, so I wanted to make sure that I was going to start my career in ground beef maintenance. My apologies to all people who are in ground beef maintenance. So you could also do that with the community forum. You can expand that widget. And what is interesting is that you can also slide between different widgets from the left and the right. So you can do it that way. You can actually just go to the report. I can just open the report now in Help. I've gone to Help Desk. I've opened up that report and can do all the things I would normally do with that report. All in another tab. So all I have to do to go back to my home page is close out the report. So just some new items there, but that address book we wanted to get up on the books so that everyone could use it.
That's fantastic. And honestly, you know, if you have questions about accessing the address book, contact Kara or myself. And that's either Kara at gtonetwork.com or Jim at gtonetwork.com. And we can walk you through that process of finding where your homepage is. Also, if there are specific things that you would want to see, don't forget you can also contact our help desk. And how do we do that? Well, all you need to do is email help@gtonetwork.com and make sure that you do have help in the subject line as well. We do need that. That's essential in order for it to trigger the actual ticket in our help desk system. So either way, contact us if you have questions about this or want to see more of how it works. We'd be more than happy to walk you through all those processes and stuff as well. So, you know, Kory, thank you so much for helping us with that today. That's fantastic. And, you know, Kory's always working on 1,000 different things. And so as these things continue to come up and we have new features and things like that, and a lot of times, again, it's because of information that you sent to us or you contacted us with asking, is there a way? And Kory will, if it is possible, Kory will find a way. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. We want this to be, you know, workable for everybody. Even in just, I mean, I realize that I use the system as my job, but in case anybody wonders, we actually have applications that run in the background that help our job. They just don't see them. We have apps to help us automate and streamline the processes that we use in GTO to help our clients. So as you become a member, there's lots of things that work in the background, and so that's sort of my goal, is to make it easier for everybody, or more robust. Hopefully both.
Absolutely. And, that brings up a good point. If you want more information, go to our website, grouptravelodyssey.com. You can contact any of us. Or for those of you who are going to the CITA conference, the CITA annual conference is in the end of August. I will be there. If you haven't requested an appointment with Group Travel Odyssey yet, do that. You've got, I think, another week and a half that you can request appointments before they close off the appointments. So if you are going to the CITA annual conference, make sure to request an appointment, and I'll give you all the information you need. I can show you a little bit of a demo as well as to how Group Travel Odyssey can work to help alleviate a lot of the pain points that you may have in scheduling group travel. From the time that you're building a trip to the time that the trip actually comes back and you take care of closing out all the accounting, all of that can be done within that one system. So, don't ever hesitate to reach out. Again, schedule an appointment with us. We'd be more than happy to meet with you. Well, as you can tell, we like to talk. So we're not shy when it comes to that. A reminder as well, GTO Coach and Go happens on Tuesdays at 2:00 Eastern Time. So make sure to join us. If you don't catch us live, you can go to our YouTube channel, and all of our archive of programming, whether it is Coach and Go or Destination Dispatch or even some other fun videos that we have, they're all located on our YouTube channel. So make sure that you go to YouTube, subscribe to that if you haven't done so, and you can watch all of those videos as well. Our next Destination Dispatch is not happening on Thursday of this week, but it will be happening on the 21st at 2:00 Eastern Time. And we're going to be meeting with Anaheim. A lot of stuff going on in Anaheim, California. So make sure to join us for that. That will be a very, very fun time visiting with everybody from Anaheim. Kory, anything else that you care to add today?
Nope. I'm just, I sooner or later, I got to get back to making this better for everybody. So,
well, I think today was proof that you have done so, and you do continue to do so. And again, we thank you for all of your work on that. For everybody else out there, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. And we hope to see you very, very soon once again on one of our programs. Again, reach out to us. We can help you out with any of the issues that you may have. If you want to see more about the home screen or the home page, you can contact us about that as well. Thanks again, and have a fantastic week.
Thank you for watching this episode of GTO Coach and Go. We invite you to stay connected with Group Travel Odyssey on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and be sure to check out more of our media, including Destination Dispatch and the Destinations Beyond Expectations podcast. Please visit our website, grouptravelodyssey.com, where you can learn more about GTO and request a demo. Group Travel Odyssey, business without boundaries.